guys, welcome to ASMRtica. So today we're going to be talking about some African violets as usual, and we'll be looking at some mosaic foliage. I have two mosaic foliage plants. In addition, I have some tasty carbs, so that's gonna be fun. I have some blackberries. I have some grapes. I have some kiwi. Oh, it's tart. Not quite ripe, but that's okay. I have some celery. I have some eggplant. I'm not a big fan of celery, but let me tell you, if you drink espresso or coffee and you get heartburn afterwards, which can happen to me pretty easily, even though most things don't give me heartburn. I don't really get heartburn with anything else, I don't know why. But eat some celery. That is what, it was just amazing for me. And so I don't know what my imbalance is or whatever health thing might be going on, but when I have celery, I feel great. And it's sort of like the reverse of, well, what's a good example? Like, it's like, I don't know. I'm eating something that I don't like, but it makes me feel good. So it's like when alcoholics drink really crappy beer. It doesn't taste good, but it makes them feel good, so then they do that. Well, that's what I'm doing with this celery here. And hopefully I can be a celery addict. That's what I'm going for. A celeryaholic. So what I have here is African violet called Witch Doctor. And this has not bloomed for me ever. I've been growing it for at least 2 years. But the foliage is so cool that I'll just keep growing it. There you have it. That's why it's still in my collection. So of my African violet collection, I have about 100 African violets, and that seems like a large amount, but actually there are people who are growing 1,000 African violets, 500 African violets. I mean, a lot. Because it's very addictive, in a good way though. I mean, I think it's a good thing to do. It makes you happy, and it's actually good for your brain to be around plants. So. reasons why it can be difficult to limit your collection. And one of those reasons is because some plants just don't stop blooming. Like this one. This is called Rob's Cool Fruit, and it never stops blooming. And so I end up having like 5 of these, and they never stop blooming. So of course, like, you can't just throw it away. You can't throw away like a beautiful little plant like this. And so what happens is you end up with like 100 plants. So but this one is really lovely. Really, really lovely. Oh, there you go. Now it's in focus. Yeah, it'd be really cool. This kind of foliage with those kind of blooms. Oh, I love that. Awesome. And actually, these guys need watering. Oh, no, they're fine. Okay, good. So let's see here. What do we have next? Okay. Here is another mosaic foliage plant, and mosaic foliage is when the leaves have that mottled appearance. But this one is also girl foliage, and it's called Skies of Italy. And this plant is a surprising little plant. Someone gave it to me, and I'd heard that it was like a finicky grower, and so I was just kind of like, whatever, if it grows, it grows. And I kind of got lost in my collection and went like a month without water. But it survived, so I kept growing it. And there's another plant that like never has to bloom for me because the foliage looks so freaking cool. Oh my god, it's amazing. Really cool. So yeah, skies over Italy. So I guess that's what the skies over Italy look like, maybe in the evening. It reminded the hybridizer of that or something. Beautiful foliage. Really, really nice. Okay, so, man, you know what I love about low density carbohydrates like celery? What I love about it is that you can stuff yourself on celery. You can eat so much celery, and it's hardly any calories, but it also has a bunch of vitamins. So it's like the polar opposite of junk food. You know how like junk food tends to have no nutrition nutrition while having tons of calories. Well, what happens is when you have junk food, it pulls out a bunch of nutrients out of your body. It uses up those reserves so that it can be digested. But then it doesn't put anything back in besides calories. So it's very easy to be fat and yet also be malnourished. Crazy, right? So what I love about celery is that if you just stuff your face full of celery all day long, you're not gonna get fat. Unless of course you like dip it in like ranch or something. But what will happen is you're going to fix nutritional imbalances in your body, and then on top of that, you're going to lose weight because you're gonna be so full of the filling ingredients that are in celery, like fiber, water, I guess oxygen sort of filling, I don't know. But definitely water and fiber. Now here's the problem. Low density carbohydrates tend to not taste very good. And the reason why is because, you know, of all the things that happen to produce that get shipped and all that kind of stuff. And sprayed with pesticides, or even if they're organic, you know, they could still not be of really high quality. But if you get greens that are really high quality, and they actually taste good. And that's part of why, I have a lot of reasons, but that's part of why I am trying to grow my own low density carbohydrates. And so far I have loved it. Oh my god, like